Hello everyone, it's Alina. Welcome to my Soap General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the Port Charles police station, Ava learnt from Dante that Esme had broken into Windermere. Dante and Ava joined Esme and Laura in the interrogation room, where Esme told Ava that she'd gone to the mansion because she had been desperate to reclaim her memories. Ava's face expressed doubt when Esme apologized for having broken into Windermere. Ava questioned if Esme had retrieved any memories. Esme lied and said that she still didn't remember anything from her history. When Laura asked Ava to dismiss the charges, Ava asked Dante what the typical sentence was for breaking and entering. Dante hinted that he didn't believe Esme should be prosecuted. Ava smirked when she indicated that she intended to bring charges against Esme. What? Esme asked. Did you not hear me? Ava questioned bluntly. Laura pleaded with Ava to reconsider. Esme said that she was sorry. Aha. Maybe you had a hard Christmas. Maybe a touch depressed about your unremembered life. Well, I truly don't care. You are still the girl who drugged Trina Robinson. You filmed and posted revenge porn of Jocelyn Jacks and Cameron Weber, and you never paid for any of it. As far as I'm concerned, a smack on the wrist isn't nearly enough. But it's a start, Ava stated forcefully before leaving the room. Laura hurried after Ava to implore her to rethink. Ava reminded Laura that because of Esme, Trina had been prosecuted and tried for a crime that Trina hadn't done. So it does not seem out of proportion that Esme be penalized for a crime she admits that she committed. Now maybe Esme serving a little time in the Huskow is a small comfort in the larger scheme of things, but it's something, Ava remarked firmly. Laura weakly tried to indicate that Esme shouldn't face punishment because Esme was a mother. Laura, you have a generous heart. But trust me. A leopard does not change her spots, and neither does that. Ava began before catching herself. Esme, she added before walking away. After Ava left, Esme grew distraught when Dante placed her under arrest. Esme cried that Laura had stated the police would let Esme leave. Esme wailed as she was led away in handcuffs. At Kelly's diner, Sonny extended sympathies to Carly for Bobby's death. Carly raced into his arms for comfort. Sonny questioned how Carly was holding up. Carly explained that she had gone to Kelly's to feel closer to Bobby. Sonny dubbed Bobby a force of nature, and Carly chuckled when Sonny said that Bobby hadn't always been his biggest fan. Sonny mentioned that Bobby had doubts that Carly could have a happy life with him. Carly revealed that she and Bobby had battled many times over Carly's relationship with Sonny, but she noted that Bobby had embraced Sonny. Sonny said that he had cared about Bobby. Carly claimed that Bobby was the most sensitive and open-minded person that Carly had ever known. Sonny said that he owed Carly and Bobby. I probably should have said this a long time ago, and I'm sorry I didn't, but I owe you and Bobby. I witnessed how hard you worked for your forgiveness. And then in the end you guys had this great connection, and if I didn't witness it, there's no way I would have been able to be there for my dad. So you and Bobby showed me that it was possible, Sonny remarked as his voice quivered. Carly replied that she was delighted that Sonny had made peace with Mike. Hopefully Mike is welcoming my mom right now, Carly remarked. Well, you know how much my dad loved the ladies, Sonny said as he and Carly began to giggle. Carly observed the bruises on Sonny's hand, and she questioned what had occurred. Sonny said just that he had lost his temper. Carly questioned if Sonny's outburst had helped. Sonny said that it hadn't. Sometimes it never does, and sometimes someone turns up who knows you and understands you and makes you feel a bit less alone. And that's what you did for me tonight. Thank you, Carly told Sonny as she placed her hand over his. Sonny warned Carly to take care. On his way out, Sonny commended Carly on the job she had done with Kelly's. Sonny stated that Bobby would be proud of Carly, and he left. Afterwards, Carly locked the door behind Sonny, and she stood in the diner alone. I love you, Mom, Carly whispered as fresh tears began to rise in her eyes. At the hospital, a specialist reassured Curtis that he was an ideal candidate for the experimental operation that could help him walk again. The doctor left to allow Portia and Curtis time to decide if they were having second thoughts about the treatment. Curtis surmised that Portia wanted to call it off. Curtis indicated that he wouldn't have the operation if Portia didn't feel it was a good idea. Later, when the doctor returned, Curtis had decided to call off the procedure. Portia interrupted that she and Curtis had decided to go ahead with the operation. In the waiting area of the hospital, Stella expressed hesitation over Curtis undertaking an experimental procedure. Marshall got obviously irritated, and he snapped at Stella for being unsupportive. TJ approached Marshall and asked Marshall what was bothering him. Marshall acknowledged that he was scared that something could go wrong during the surgery. TJ reassured Marshall that things would be all right. Nearby, Trina told Stella about her aspirations to move to Paris to study at the Sorbonne. Trina was astonished when Stella instructed her to continue through with her intentions. Stella assured Trina that Curtis would be all right with having Stella, TJ, Marshall, Portia, and others to lean on. "We got this, girl. You better go to Paris and have a beautiful, life-changing experience," Stella enthused as she hugged a relieved Trina, who grinned. Marshall approached Stella to apologize for being out of line earlier. Stella accepted Marshall's apologies, and they began to smile. A little while later, Curtis was pushed on a hospital bed toward the elevators. Trina, TJ, Stella, Marshall, and Portia gave encouragement to Curtis as they joined one another in an emotional moment. Portia and Curtis acknowledged that they loved one another before Curtis was wheeled into the elevator. At the Invader, Alexis flashed back to having kissed Gregory on New Year's Eve. Gregory entered, and he remarked that the kiss was all he'd been able to think about. Gregory surprised Alexis when he apologized for kissing her in the pleasure of the moment. Alexis remarked that she had reciprocated the kiss. Gregory wanted Alexis to remain his constant and friend. Alexis claimed she will always be a friend to Gregory. "He calls Joss because I think Dex is worried that this will unlock a part of himself that he suppressed for a long time and that he's not exposed to her," Hofer told the site. "And so, in the event that things can never go back to how they were, I think he just wants her to know, this is how I feel about you, and if things to do get messed up and you can't love me, know that I'll always love you." However, in classic soap tradition, there's a twist ahead. Even though Dex heads to the hospital and dressed in scrubs as a disguise, he catches Nina entering Cyrus' room. Knowing what Sonny wants, he waits it out, and once Nina is gone, Dex enters Cyrus' room and prepares to put something in his IV. Now here's where the twist comes in. Little does he realize that Sonny is engaged in a conversation that makes him second-guess his order. And of course, when Sonny attempts to phone Dex, he can't get through. "Obviously, when you're about to kill somebody," Hofer joked. "I don't think you have your ringer on." Many criminals have gotten away with murder on soaps, but could one of the current characters ready to attempt it be on his way to prison, and off his soap? General Hospital's Evan Hofer recently chatted with Soap Opera Digest to preview what's ahead for Dex after Sonny orders him to kill Cyrus. Of course, Dex doesn't want to disappoint his boss, nor does he want Joss to regard him as a murderer, so he works to try to persuade Sonny to look at the matter from a different angle, but it doesn't help. Sonny wants his opponent gone permanently, and with Evan being his right-hand man, he prepared to carry out the hit. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.